Morning, YouTube. Pretty positive message this morning, I think. We'll see how it goes, I guess. But, kind of a continuation of yesterday. Just, I don't know, the opposite side of the same coin, or the same conversation. A friend of mine today said that he thinks he's wasting his time posting on Facebook, social media, whatever. And then went on about, in the comments section, he was talking to somebody else, and he was talking about how he's kind of like under attack. So, sorry, your face. Let me look at you. Yeah. I don't think he is. And so I told him, at some point in my little journey along here, I've also thought that I was wasting my time. And then, I don't know how long ago it was, like a year and a half, maybe 2 years. I started, it might have been 3 years. I started getting people messaging me through Facebook saying thank you for saving me, thank you for showing me, thank you for everything that you've done. And it was an amazing feeling. And it just once, the first time was just blew me away. And then it happened again three times, I think, maybe four, over the years, at least. And then so one soul was enough for me to do this forever, right? Like just the one. Then getting those other few, just amazing, really also justifies your work, because there's effort into this stuff. You know, like I said, I don't script things, but I've put a lot of time, like, I don't even know, it's got to be 15 years, studying everything. I really like earth science, so I really clicked with it. It really clicked with me. Paleontology, earth science, that kind of stuff. Really love it. The biology side, I enjoy it. Don't get me wrong, but it didn't resonate enough in my head. I can't remember all the little details of like chromosomes and excuse me, and all the little things. I know that they tried to say that having more chromosomes meant you were more evolved. And the thing with the most chromosomes on Earth is a fern. So, if your name's Fern, that's the running joke. Not very funny. But anyway, and I think it's 32 chromosomes or something. I don't remember exactly. That's where, see, with earth science, I do remember all those little details. I love it. Duh. But it was a lot of work to get to knowing all of that, to get to the point where I could confidently just sit here and shoot my mouth off a bit. It's still good for me to reread everything that I've read and relearn everything that I've learned, because little details I've gotten wrong over the years and had to renege statements and rethink things and put it into perspective. The drive here was fucking wonderful. Watching that geology. When you come out of New Brunswick and into Quebec, up north, you're you see these like mountain formations. They're not really mountains; they're maritime mountains. They're big hills, um, but you're a few 100 feet or whatever. They're high, uh, and but they're weird. It's like a little mound, a little mound, a little mound, a big mound here, and then when you get past all that, you notice that there's like a big ridge, almost half of Quebec, and then when you look over that way, another big ridge going on this side, and everything in the middle is like a flat surface. So I got thinking about it, and I was like, how did these all get formed? Those little mounds, right? But if that was a huge lake after the flood, and then everything got packed like that, but then it kind of overflew that lower side into New Brunswick, um, the heavier rock formations would have withstood the water ripping through, where the muddier, looser stuff was washed right away and gone, right? And that's why there's these little mounds. It's just the remnants of that wall that used to be there that made the dam that held that water out of the ocean. I love seeing things like that. It's like a miniature, really, really miniature Grand Canyon or whatever. Tiny, small, but in comparison to that. But I mean, you can see, and it was clear. And then driving into Quebec, I think I timed it. I drove on the highway 100, averaging out. I was like 90, 100. I'm an old van, right? So I wasn't going fast. Um, and I think it was 3.5 hours where you could tell you were at the bottom of a riverbed and you could see the two banks on either side. And I guarantee if you went and cut some trees down on them banks and checked it out, you'd find all the evidence of the old beach from the lakes that were there before, which is just freaking awesome. I couldn't figure it out last time. I was only just learning all that stuff, and I didn't see it. It was awesome to see this time. Um, but anyways, buddy, he was give uppy, and then I told him also that it says in the Bible that on this earth, if you're a good Christian, you will be prosecuted, persecuted, hated. So his haters and trolls and all that stuff going on in his life is right on the money, and he's doing an excellent job. And he's probably already saved people's souls and just doesn't even know it yet because they haven't come to him and said, "Hey, man, thank you. You saved my soul. You gave me that information that planted that seed that I was able to grow something, a whole new me." It's an amazing thing. I went and thanked the people who helped me, for sure. I tried to, right? Some of them are famous people, hard to get a hold of, but I sent them emails, whatever. I'm still in my church. I still go to my church. I can't actually physically go to my church, but my soul goes to my church. I was reading a thing my buddy was posted, Juan, he posted that time travel's real. You just don't know it yet. And I posted, well, yeah, I do, actually. My soul has traveled through time and space. Not outer space, but space, covered ground. Went places that my physical body has not. And been in rooms when my physical body was not there. And at that exact time, when church was going on, I might have been at work or at sin at sometimes, because I'll go way back in time to watch church sermons. Like, So I could have been hungover on that Sunday or whatever. So glad that I'm not that anymore. So wonderful. Thank you, God. So, shouldn't have said that.